Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I figured that I would just hop on and maybe we could have a chat, as there's some things that are weighing heavily on my soul. And I've tried to fix them and I've tried to express myself. Well, I have expressed myself. And when you're talking to somebody that you care about and you feel like they just don't understand and they probably never will. And I feel like I'm at a crossroads in this situation. And the person is not a bad person. I just think that maybe there's different beliefs. So, you know, I I just really feel like I'm at a loss. I do. So, something wonderful happened today. I'll tell you guys about that first. My little girl was asked by a boy that she's been seeing to be his girlfriend in the most romantic, sweet, imaginative way. He really put a lot of thought into it. He asked my opinion and one of her friends, which meant a lot to me. And of course, she accepted, and that is just so sweet. And I'm wondering, how does a kid this age, he's 19, have this much thought and caring in him to do this for my wonderful daughter? But, somebody who's much older doesn't give that much thought to the things that he does. So, this is someone who did do some thoughtful things, but generally is very focused on himself and his interests. He's almost like a one-track mind, um, and actually posted on social media why you would give somebody a present only to have them give you back a present when the two of you could just go and get what you wanted yourselves for Christmas. Now, I don't know. I mean, I know that we're adults, but I don't understand, like, where the meaning of Christmas is getting lost on this person. That's not what Christmas is all about, and you don't have to spend a ton of money. It's not about that. Um, you know, when we were together this past weekend, and yes, this is my significant other, and he was subscribed to the channel. I don't know if he'll ever see this, but he doesn't really support the channel with likes or viewing the videos. I think he gets bored, and that's fine. It's whatever, but I have tried to support his Instagram because that's important to him. So that right there shows me that he doesn't really value some of the things that I do. However, um, a couple of weeks ago, he told me that he had got concert tickets for us to go to a show in the summer, which is nice. However, it's not really an artist that is a favorite of mine. I feel like it's more of a gift for him. But he misunderstood. He thought because we watched a movie about the group, and I mentioned that I like a few of the songs, that it was a favorite of mine as well. So, I would go with him, but I don't think it really should be the one and only present that I receive for the holidays. We've been together for almost 2 years. I am appreciative for the thought. Over this weekend, I had mentioned to him that I was sending him my wish list from Amazon. Now, again, I'm not greedy. I don't consider myself high maintenance by any means at all. I don't need to be wined and dined, but I do like, to have nice things done for me here and there. And I do like, what girl doesn't like flowers when there's no occasion? And what girl doesn't like to go out to dinner once in a while? And like I said, nowhere crazy expensive. You know, I just don't, know here. I had mentioned my wish list, and I was told that, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the first part of the video, I was told that, my gift was already purchased. And I have some low-cost things on my wish list. And, it would have been nice to have them considered. And then I had mentioned to him, don't forget my stocking. and I don't expect a lot of stuff in there either. I mean, he could go to the Dollar Tree and buy some sugar-free chocolate and put it in there. And then I said, and don't forget the kitties, because the kitties are his family too. And he sent me the emoji with the straight face like this, like he was annoyed, and he said he would try his best. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm really at a loss here, like I said. I don't have very much, but I am a generous person, and I put a lot of thought into the things that I'm giving him. And, I found sales for the things I wanted to give to him, things that are useful, that he really, in my opinion, needs, not that he asked for. I do fill his stocking with inexpensive things, but things that I know that he would like. And I have explained to him why the holidays are so important to me. I really didn't have a lot of joyous holidays when I was growing up. Maybe a handful my whole childhood, if I was lucky. And he just doesn't understand that, even though I've explained it to him. I participate fully in the holidays. I like to show my love through, the things that I gift to people. And it's not always things that cost money. I mean, I guess they do in some regard. Like, I like to bake and give out cookies or preserves or something else that I made, decor or whatever. And don't mind my finger in the picture, guys. My other hand is hurting. I can make blankets for people and all kinds of things. And so it doesn't have to be anything expensive to show that you care, but I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of things. There's more things than that. And we had a long talk a couple weeks ago, and he told me that he was going to, try to better himself and get things together. But if somebody's mindset is really like that, I mean, there's not going to be anything that's going to change about it. At least I feel so. And I just kind of feel like, yes, I'm older. I'm in my 50s. But I feel like I still deserve to have the magic of Christmas and the magic of holidays and participate fully in things. And I deserve to be treated a certain way. And I treat my partners very well, I feel. Like I have sent him home in the past with, bags of food, 3 meals a day for a whole week, and done things for him and helped him out in his home. And, I've treated him to dinners and breakfasts and things like that. And I've always made sure that he's had, nice presents on his special occasions. And I just don't feel like it's reciprocated. And when I try to explain that, I get a million excuses, and I get that he tried his best. And he tells me that he's tried his best. So, what do I do here, guys? I'm older. I know that my looks are fading. I have a lot to offer, but most men my age wouldn't consider that, since I'm disabled. And, I've got 2 neurodivergent kids, and I take care of my sister. And I don't really know if I have the patience and the energy to go through another relationship just to have it fizzle or just end up being the wrong person. I do care greatly for this person. I do. It's not that there's no love. It's just that I don't know what kind of future we have, if this is the thoughtlessness that goes into our relationship from his side. And also add to that, I don't get a call, every day, even for a few minutes. I'm told that he's tired and he needs his time for him. I mean, how long does it take to let somebody know that you care? And when I speak to him, things change for a couple of days, a little bit, not much. So I'm trying to do some soul searching. I don't want to give up and, not give him a fair chance if he says that he's going to work on things. But just based on these last couple things, and I'm not trying to be shallow either, I don't know if it's going to change. And I feel like I deserve better, But, again, I don't want to be alone for the rest of my life. And I know as we get older, dating gets harder. And I don't have the patience for all the non-committal crap that's out there. And honestly, I'll just say it, all the non-committal bullshit that's out there, and all the games that people play, and how feelings are disposable. I don't think that he's doing these things maliciously, but I don't know. I think I'd rather be alone if I'm gonna have to just be given breadcrumbs, the bare minimum I ask for. So, alright guys, let me know what you think. And if the person this video is about is watching, I'm sorry, I just needed to vent. Because we talk and everything goes on deaf ears, so show me some love, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.